Welcome to Headline Hub Updates. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. The tropical sun glints off the West Philippine Sea, its golden rays dancing across the endless blue expanse. The beauty of the ocean is deceptive, hiding the tension that simmers just beneath the surface. Inside the bridge of the BRP Teresa Magbanua, the air is thick with anticipation. Officers scan the horizon, every movement precise, every word measured. The crew knows that in these contested waters, vigilance is not just a duty, it's a lifeline. Suddenly, alarms pierce the tense silence. A massive Chinese Coast Guard cutter looms into view, its imposing hull casting a shadow over the smaller Filipino vessel. The size difference is staggering, a visual reminder of the imbalance of power at play. The mission today is simple in theory but perilous in practice. Resupply the Marines stationed on the BRP Sierra Madre, marooned at Ayungin Shoal. Every trip here is fraught with danger, as Chinese ships routinely attempt to block or harass the resupply runs. Without warning, the Chinese cutter veers sharply, slicing across the Magbanua's bow. The maneuver is aggressive, calculated to intimidate and force the Filipino crew into evasive action. The risk of collision is real, and the tension spikes. Water churns violently between the two ships, the gap narrowing to a dangerous degree. Chinese water cannons are trained on the Filipino vessel, a silent but unmistakable threat. One wrong move could escalate the situation in an instant. Yet, the Filipino crew stands their ground. Outmatched in size and firepower, they draw strength from their mission and their sense of duty. Their resolve is unshakable, even as the odds stack against them. The standoff is tense, a test of nerves and willpower. The Filipino sailors face not just intimidation but the weight of international law and the eyes of the world. The physical disparity between the ships is stark, but their courage bridges some of that gap. This is no isolated incident. Each mission in these waters becomes a national event, broadcast across the Philippines and beyond. Every encounter is a test of resolve, a high-stakes contest against a regional superpower determined to assert its dominance. The crew of the Teresa Magbanua is all too familiar with the risks. They face lasers aimed at their eyes, radio threats blaring over the airwaves, and the constant pressure of being outnumbered and outgunned in their own backyard. Today, against the odds, the supplies make it through. The Marines on the Sierra Madre received their much-needed cargo, but the ordeal is a stark reminder of the Coast Guard's vulnerability and the daily challenges they face. The psychological toll on the crew is immense. Fatigue and stress are etched on their faces. The gap in size, technology, and resources between the two sides is painfully clear, a constant shadow over every mission. Bravery and determination can only go so far. The Filipino sailors know that courage alone cannot close the widening gap. They face overwhelming odds with every encounter, their resolve tested time and again. The need for a new solution has never been more urgent. Modern ships, better equipment, and stronger alliances are desperately needed to ensure the safety of those who defend these waters and the sovereignty of the nation itself. The China Coast Guard is a fleet of Goliaths, massive, heavily equipped, and built for dominance. Their tactics block, shoulder, and intimidate, using water cannons and even lasers to harass Filipino crews. These are gray zone tactics, hostile but just below open conflict, designed to wear down opposition. Filipino crews sail in smaller, older ships, holding their ground and documenting every violation. Their courage is undeniable, but the constant confrontations strain both sailors and equipment. China's goal: make it too costly for the Philippines to maintain its presence. The PCG is the front line, fighting with international law against overwhelming force. They need more than bravery, they need better tools. The PCG faces a monumental task, patrolling one of the world's longest coastlines with too few ships. The Philippines' vast maritime domain is impossible to cover fully with the current fleet. Gaps in patrols are exploited by illegal fishers, smugglers, and foreign vessels. The largest PCG ships are few. Most are small boats unsuited for long missions in rough seas. These smaller vessels must frequently return to port, leaving critical areas unguarded. Crew fatigue and vessel limitations make extended patrols difficult. The result: a dangerously thin line of defense with ships and crews pushed to their limits. The lack of persistent presence undermines law enforcement and sovereignty. The PCG does its best, but the current approach leaves the nation vulnerable. A stronger, more capable fleet is essential. Imagine trying to fix a leaky roof during a heavy downpour, but you only have a handful of buckets. You scramble to catch one drip, but as soon as you do, another leak springs up somewhere else. No matter how fast you move, water keeps seeping in, and the buckets quickly overflow. It's a never-ending cycle of chasing leaks, never truly solving the problem. That's exactly the struggle faced by the Philippine Coast Guard. Their area of responsibility is like a vast, sprawling maritime roof, with countless leaks, too many to cover with the limited number of ships they have. The ocean is immense and their resources are stretched thin, making it nearly impossible to be everywhere at once. Small patrol boats are like those buckets. They fill up quickly with tasks, and must constantly return to port to refuel and resupply, leaving dangerous gaps in coverage. These boats can only do so much before they're overwhelmed by the sheer scale of the job. This reactive approach wears down the crew, drains resources, and ultimately proves ineffective. The constant cycle of responding to incidents, rather than preventing them, leaves everyone exhausted and the waters vulnerable. Even if you add more small boats, it's like adding more buckets under the leaks. The fundamental problem, the leaky roof, remains unsolved. The core issue isn't the number of small vessels, but their limited capability to cover vast distances and stay at sea for extended periods. The real solution is to fix the roof itself. For the PCG, that means investing in larger, more capable ships, offshore patrol vessels that can remain on station for weeks, not just hours or days. These ships are designed to handle the demands of long-term maritime security. A 110-meter offshore patrol vessel isn't just another bucket, it's a structural repair. It represents a fundamental upgrade, providing the endurance, range, and capabilities needed to truly secure the nation's waters. With these advanced ships, the Coast Guard can maintain a persistent presence, deter unauthorized vessels, and respond proactively to threats. It shifts the strategy from simply reacting to crises to actively preventing them. The PCG's mission is to control and safeguard its waters, not just manage emergencies as they arise. True maritime security means being able to anticipate and prevent problems before they escalate. Only a major upgrade, a new generation of capable modern ships, can ensure the long-term safety and security of the Philippines' vast maritime domain. Patching the leaks isn't enough. It's time to rebuild the roof. Televised standoffs in the West Philippine Sea strike at Filipino pride. Watching smaller PCG ships bullied in their own waters is deeply frustrating. The Coast Guard's courage is celebrated, but many feel they're sent outmatched. This fuels public demand for better support and unites the nation behind the slogan, Atin Ito, this is ours. The Coast Guard's performance is a matter of national dignity. A modern, well-equipped fleet is a symbol of resolve and sovereignty. Acquiring new ships is more than a policy, it's a statement of national pride. A 110-meter patrol vessel would be a floating symbol of determination. It would show the world the Philippines is serious about defending its waters. India has stepped forward with a landmark offer, one that could reshape the Philippine Coast Guard's future. The proposal is to build at least one state-of-the-art, 110-meter offshore patrol vessel, specifically for the PCG. This isn't just any ship, it's a leap forward in capability and presence for the Philippines, coming at a time when maritime security is more important than ever. Goa Shipyard Limited, one of India's most respected and experienced shipbuilders, is at the heart of this initiative. They're offering a vessel that's not only larger, but also more advanced and capable than anything currently in the Philippine fleet. This ship is designed to handle the toughest conditions and the most demanding missions. The sheer size of this vessel brings major advantages: greater stability in rough seas, extended endurance, and the ability to remain on patrol for weeks at a time. For a nation with vast and remote maritime zones, this endurance is absolutely crucial, allowing the PCG to project presence and respond to incidents far from shore. This partnership marks a significant step in diversifying the Philippines' defense relationships. By working with India, the Philippines gains not just a new ship, but also new strategic options and greater flexibility in its maritime security approach. India and the Philippines are both vibrant democracies, sharing a commitment to upholding a free, open, and rules-based Indo-Pacific. Their cooperation sends a strong message about unity and shared values in the region. This offer is more than a simple transaction. It's a gesture of solidarity between two nations facing similar maritime challenges, such as illegal fishing, piracy, and the need for humanitarian response. It's about building trust and working together for a safer region. The Indian offshore patrol vessel is designed for versatility. It can conduct surveillance, enforce maritime law, intercept suspicious vessels, and carry out search and rescue operations. Its multi-mission capability makes it a true force multiplier for the PCG. Equipped with the latest sensors, a helicopter deck for aerial support, and fast interceptor boats for rapid response, this vessel is tailored to meet the evolving needs of the Philippine Coast Guard. Its advanced technology ensures the crew can operate effectively in any scenario. The arrival of this new patrol vessel would be a powerful symbol of the Philippines' commitment to strengthening its maritime defense. It would mark a new era of capability, partnership, and readiness to face the challenges of the Indo-Pacific. Compare 3 ships to see the upgrade's impact. The PCG's 44-meter Parola-class boats are reliable for coastal patrols but outmatched in open waters. China's Zhao 2-class cutters, over 165 meters long, dominate through sheer size and intimidation. The proposed 110-meter Indian OPV sits in the middle, large, resilient, and capable of 45-day missions. It features a helicopter deck, modern systems, and can't be easily pushed aside. It bridges the gap between the PCG's current fleet and China's giants. The new ship would change confrontations at sea, providing credible presence and deterrence. It's not a small sedan or a massive truck, but a powerful all-terrain SUV for the sea. The OPV is the tool the Philippines needs for its unique maritime challenges. It's a strategic game-changer. A 110-meter patrol vessel would transform Philippine maritime security. Its presence alone would deter aggression and force adversaries to think twice. Crew safety and morale would soar, with better accommodations and a safer work environment. The ship would serve as a command hub, coordinating smaller boats, aircraft, and even civilian fleets. A helicopter on board extends its reach and surveillance. The PCG could shift from reactive to proactive, anticipating threats before they escalate. The vessel would symbolize a modern, capable Philippines to allies and adversaries alike. For Filipinos, it's a source of pride and proof of national resolve. This ship is more than hardware. It's a game-changer for security and morale. Turning India's offer into reality means overcoming big challenges. Funding a 110-meter OPV is a major commitment even with India's soft loan. The government must prioritize and allocate the budget, requiring strong political will. Beyond buying the ship, the Philippines should push for technology transfer and local shipbuilding. Building future vessels at home would create jobs and boost self-reliance. Political leadership and public support are crucial to drive the project forward. The stakes are high. Maritime security and economic prosperity depend on action. Failing to act means sending sailors into danger with inadequate tools. The Indian offer is a real solution to a pressing crisis. Now is the time for decisive action to secure Philippine sovereignty for generations.